I share it? Because I want to share it on my page.
We're live now.
We're
You can
live.
share it right now. Yeah, hey everybody. I'm Dr. Will Cole. We are live here from our Functional Medicine Center where we see patients around the world via our virtual functional medicine practice. And today I have my friend Jen from Simple Green Smoothies today. What's up, Jen? Is it you're in Florida during a crazy thunderstorm?
Yeah, so I live in Central Florida and we have not had rain in like 4 days. And so the humidity has just been like building up and it literally decided to storm right now. And so it's thundering, it's lightning. I will probably lose power soon, but we're going to do this as long as we can.
Yes, we will do this. So for those out there that don't know what Simple Green Smoothies is and what you do, fill everybody in.
Sure. So, yeah, my name is Jen Hansard, and I am the co-founder of Simple Green Smoothies. And my whole passion is to just get people to fall in love with plants and drink them, eat them, get them in their bodies so that they can begin to feel like they did when they were a teenager again. Because as we get older, we can feel older, but we don't have to. And a lot of it has to do with the foods we eat, the lifestyle we live. And I'm on a mission to stop that because I want to be as young as long as possible. And I have kids and I want to beat them in races and I want to be out there camping with them and having the energy to say yes to everything they want to do and not let my diet, my body hold me back from that.
That's great. So I'm assuming that was your ethos, your inspiration for Simple Green Smoothies, right?
It did not start that way. It's actually a sad story how it started. It was at a time when my husband and I, we just moved from Los Angeles to Florida to start a church because he's a pastor. And in Hollywood, he worked in the film industry doing film stuff with Technicolor and Sony. And then he felt called to be a pastor. And so we moved all the way to Florida where we have no family, no friends, but we were going to start a church. And it's not an easy thing to do. We've learned from that experience. And we ended up, we were unemployed. We had no health insurance. We were also to the point where we qualified for WIC, which is a program that helps children get nutrition, and the government will help you pay for groceries for your kids and for women, like for young moms too. And we qualified for that. And so I was just all of a sudden in this whole different situation that I was familiar with, because in LA we had a house, we had like the big house, our family was down the street, like he had a stable job, we had insurance, like we had all the things that felt secure and safe and that were good for our family. And then in Florida, like all of that was gone. And all we had was each other and this hope that things would change. And it was to the point where I realized if I didn't figure out how to keep us healthy, then we were going to get sick. We were going to be in the ER and I couldn't afford it. And so it was going to put us under. And so I started looking into I remember Googling how do you boost your immune system? How do you keep kids not sick? And just Googling like crazy. And of course there's the supplements they tell you to buy, like hundreds of dollars of that to get in your kids' bodies, or to just not go outside, not hang out with kids, don't go to preschool and where all the germs are. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to be trapped in my house. And then I learned about green smoothies and it sounded crazy because I never had anything green before. I got mine right here. And I just figured, why not try it? My friend had been drinking them, Jada, and she loved how they tasted. And I felt like if someone I knew could say they tasted good and convince me to try it, then I could do it with my kids. And so we did. We started blending green smoothies and they loved them. And my kids were 1 and 3 at the time. And I just couldn't believe that they could drink spinach when it took me till I was 27 to drink spinach. And so I felt like I was doing something right. And so I kept doing it. They weren't getting sick. I was getting more energy and just starting to feel more alive and not wanting coffee so much. And so I just knew there was more to this. And so I started sharing recipes online. We would post on Instagram and I wanted people to know that there was a way to get healthier, boost your immune system, lose weight even if you need to, and do it all from your home. You don't have to buy anything. There's no pill, there's no program. I will tell you exactly what to get at the store and you can go do it yourself. That's all I wanted to do.
So cool. So, and you've started a movement. You've really educated people about how to do green smoothies easily, simply. you're a phenomenon in the sort of green smoothie world and bringing this to light. Did you ever expect it to be this big?
Never, 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 never. But I knew it should be, because when we were starting out and looking for recipes and ideas, there was like nothing out there. And there was maybe like 3 or 4 websites where they talked about green smoothies and told you why they were so good for you, but they wouldn't give you any recipes for free. It was like they wanted you to buy. They would tell you all about it and get you hooked, and then they'd be like, okay, and for $9.99 you can get your recipe book. And I just felt like there was a big gap there, and we needed to give this away for free. And so by doing that, I did realize that we would be approachable to much more people, more accessible. But I did not think like over 1 million people would be drinking our greens. Like I never saw that one coming.
Yeah. I mean, as a fellow parent, I really think this is a powerful tool to bring into the home very simply, because kids aren't always a big vegetable eaters, especially if they hadn't been doing it since they were little. And maybe parents are then, when the kids are like 7, 8, whatever, school-aged kids, then they're learning about health, and then their kids are like, what the heck are you doing? I think smoothies is a good gateway to getting these foods in, and that's kind of what you were saying. What are the health benefits for the parents, or just maybe the adult that wants to do it for themselves? What are the health benefits of green smoothies?
Yeah, I mean, there's so many that I've personally experienced. One of them is I think of it like a daily vitamin. And so you're getting nutrients in your body, like you're getting magnesium, you're getting things from leafy greens that you're not getting in most American diets. You're also getting fiber, which helps with your digestive system to push things through, keep your bowels regular, which also helps your skin clear up if you're having trouble with acne. A lot of times it has to do with your digestive system. And that was like a free bonus for me. I was like, I'll take that. I'll take good skin out of this too. Let's see what else. I mean, your immune system, it boosts your immune system by just giving your body the vitamins, the nutrients it needs to sustain itself. And so we rarely get sick now. And when we do, we are able to fight it naturally. Like there's no antibiotics. Like we haven't had to go on them for over 7 years now. Whereas before we were very traditional and like what doctors would say, you get an ear infection, you get a cold, get on antibiotics. And now our bodies are strong enough to where we just hang it out and we fight it naturally, and it works.
Yeah. So for people out there that are maybe sensitive to even fruit sugars, or they want to like lower their carb intake, I mean, I always tell people there's so many ways you can still do a green smoothie and go lower on the fruit sugars, even though it's natural sugars too. Some people are being mindful of that. What are some tips you have for people that want to have like a lower sugar or lower carb smoothie?
Yeah, no, it's a huge movement right now, and I think there's a lot of good things that come from it. When it comes to smoothies, we always make sure that we're using greens with them. So it's this balance of fruit with the greens, so it slows down the absorption of the sugar into your body. You can also cut back. Like if a recipe says use a cup of pineapple in it, do half a cup, do a third of a cup. You don't have to follow it exactly as it says. Like decrease it, and you're still going to get that sweetness and flavor, but it won't be so much of it that if you're trying to really watch that, you'll be decreasing the grams you're getting.
Awesome.
Another thing is you can do low glycemic fruits. So you can be doing berries are great. Even peaches are lower in the GI index.
That's great. What do you, I love adaptogens and using herbs, and I love putting those into my smoothies. Do you use those? What are your favorites?
Yeah, I'm very simple with my smoothies, like the brand. Like literally, it's because I just want things to be as simple as possible. So I'm usually like 5 ingredients or less. But sometimes it's an herb, and I love cilantro and basil. Oh my gosh, like every smoothie could have those, and I would be happy.
Yeah,
and those are good for heavy metal toxicity, pulling it out.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So what, like lately, you're like immersed in green smoothies and different ways of doing it. And there's so many tastes, I think, to mix things up. But what is like a recipe that you're really loving lately?
I mean, it's getting so hot here. Like Florida is like hot. I don't know. Is it hot up where you are, Will?
Yeah, it's hot.
Okay. So I am always wanting like something cold, something refreshing. And for me, it's called pineapple mojito. And it's like the drink, the green smoothie that you bring to the pool with you, and you feel like you're on vacation, but you're also getting in 2 cups of kale. There's 2 cups of coconut water for potassium electrolytes. There's pineapple, there's fresh mint, and there's lime. So it's so
like
good.
Summer in a glass.
Yeah.
Awesome. So moving maybe away from, or say beyond smoothies, what is one food and one supplement for your own wellness journey? What's changed your wellness game other than smoothies?
Yeah, let's see. Well, I think vitamin D has been a huge one for me, and I do supplements in that because it seems to not matter how well I eat, how clean I eat, how much I'm outside. I mean, I spend a lot of time outside. I'm an endurance runner, and so I train for like 100K runs, and so I am outside in the sun. You would think I would be good, but sometimes during the day I'll start yawning, and I'm like, I shouldn't be yawning. I slept well. I've got my smoothies in, and usually it's because vitamin D. So I'll take a supplement in that and boost it.
Awesome.
As far as food, what ingredient or one like snack meal kind of thing?
Anything you think would be cool for people to share, for you to share with people.
I mean, I have these carrot cake warrior bars that changed my life because they're gluten-free. It's like gluten-free oats. There's chia seeds in it. You can do bananas or pumpkin puree and bake it together with some cinnamon, little maple syrup. And it is like the best tasting granola bar I've ever had. And it's so easy to make, and I can make it at home. And I'll even toast it and put almond butter on top. And that is like, whenever I need a snack, that's what I go to now.
Awesome. Is that on your website? We'll put the link below for people.
Yeah, I'll put it on there. If it's not, it'll be on there now.
Yeah.
It should be though.
We'll get it for you. Check the comment section below. For people that are watching this on replay, they can check it out. And we put your links in the comment section below too. We actually met at Expo West in California. I was with Josh Axe, and I met Naomi Whittle. I met you. We were like all, what I'm now finding out, we're all like believers in one area in that huge Expo West.
Yeah.
So, fill me in on like the life moving to Florida. You mentioned starting a church. Did you guys start a church? Like, fill me in on that.
Yeah, well, we did try to start a church, and we did it. We partnered with a friend, and it was so stressful that it actually hurt our friend's health, and he had a nervous breakdown. And so we decided that that is not the way to go. Like, we cannot do this at the sacrifice of our health.
Yeah.
So the church closed down. We stayed in Florida trying to figure out what to do and just praying for direction and guidance. And we found a friend who was mentoring us. He offered my husband a job. And so we moved like 45 minutes north into this small country town. Like we live in the sticks, and I love it. Like our kids love it here. And we have a great church home. We've grown a whole new service out of it. So we've kind of started a church within a church now.
Yeah.
And then my business has just like been blessed with all of this too. And I'm a hard worker. And so I've got a great team. And we just like have this vision for Simple Green Smoothies to be like a worldwide brand. And we started putting out like little pieces of that. And so we created an app that people can use. I have my second book coming out in September, which is called Simple Green Meals. I'm trying to create a protein powder, and that was something Naomi helped me with. So that connection from Expo West and just our friendship through that is leading to new opportunities too.
That's great. So that was kind of my follow-up, was what is new for you? This is some amazing stuff. So you have your second book coming out. What's the name of it again?
Simple Green Meals.
Simple Green Meals. And is it on pre-order now?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, we'll put the comment section below. We'll put that. And do you have like a timeline for when the protein powder is going to come out?
You know, I was hoping they were going to be ready in January. So it's almost July and we're not there yet. And it's really because I am so specific on ingredients, and I'm looking into every single thing that they're trying to like advise me to put in it. And as soon as I find something I don't believe in or value, like I pull out and we have to go in a different direction and find a better way to do it.
Yeah.
So it's taking so much time.
Yeah, I think that I was with you when you were talking with someone with Institute for Functional Medicine about the quality of ingredients and this. I mean, it's good. It's better to wait and get the best thing for people than rush things just for the sake of it.
Yeah. So do you have any advice from your experience with all of that? And
with protein powders?
Yeah, or just adaptogens. I know you have your own line of things as well. So
I'm definitely not protein powders. I don't know much about that, but I mean adaptogens. I immersed myself to create Holy Youth with Agent Natur. So I'm super geeked out about that. And sourcing was paramount for Agent Natura and myself of just providing the cleanest, most quality ingredients. And that applies not just for adaptogens like Agent Natura's Holy Youth, but also with anything that we're using. And I think that's what's so great about Smoothies is that you are the consumer is buying them and they're getting the organic, and they can go to the grocery store and pick it up themselves. They're getting sourcing the raw materials themselves and blending it up. You know what you're getting. There's no hidden stuff, which is the brilliance in what you're doing.
Yep.
Really cool. Well, thanks for being on, Jen. I really appreciate it. We made it through the storm.
I know. It's still dark out, but it's okay. We're here.
Yeah. Well, thanks so much.
Yeah.
How can people connect with you on social media?
Yeah. So I'm on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube now too. So I guess that's something new. We're starting a YouTube channel and really going to put some time into growing that out, which is one of the reasons I redid my kitchen like 2 years ago. I had hopes of doing more videos, and so
that's great.
But it's all about Simple Grain Smoothies is our hashtag or handle.
Smoothies, Simple Grain Smoothies. So I didn't ask about the app. I am fascinated by that. What is the app out now? How do people use it?
Yeah, so it's literally a green smoothie recipe app with over 200 recipes at this point. And they're all ones that we've tasted and love and share through our books, through our website, through our challenges. They're all on there. And you can do it where you can search based on like kid-friendly, beauty if you're trying to work on your skin, also weight loss. And if there's an ingredient like maybe it's Swiss chard that we recommend, you can actually swipe kind of like Tinder. And if you don't like it, and swipe it and get the next like leafy green that we'd recommend.
I love it. It's like
pretty cool.
A dating app for smoothies.
Yeah, it's
customize your own date with your smoothie.
Yeah, I never got to do Tinder because I met my husband when I was 15, so I missed out on all of that.
So now you're living through it. It's fun.
Yeah, my way.
I'm the same way. I've been married since I was 20, so I was like pre-dating app age.
Yeah, we didn't even get the bars dating, same for me.
So people just search Simple Green Smoothies in the App Store to get that?
It's called Daily Blends. So the app name is Daily Blends. It's on iTunes. It's Android too. I think it's $3.99. We just released an update for iPhone, the X version too. So we've gone all the way. Very
cool. Well, we'll have to have you back later to talk. I could talk to you about this all day. So thanks so much, Dan. I appreciate it. And we'll talk soon.
All right. Bye.
Bye.